predominantly only work on 100% electric buses. They are only into electric buses. They only focus on electric buses. There is no internal combustion engine manufactured in these factories. The technology and the R&D is 100% driven from Alternano, which is in the US, in Nevada. They have 8 manufacturing bases spread across China, all the way from east to west and north to south. Then from a patent standpoint, 280 patents applied and 170 has already been awarded, which includes the battery structuring, materials, and technology, which also includes the bus manufacturing. Which is, again, the strength of the company is the R&D. As I told you, the entire R&D of the Alternano battery itself is based out of the US, and the entire manufacturing of everything else that is related with the components happens inside Yinglong by itself, that is in China. The company revenue and turnover, it is close to 1.4 billion in revenue with an asset value of 2.8 billion, 10,000 plus employees across the region. A short video, I've cut the audio on this, but a short video just for you to understand the scale of its operation in China. Also for you to understand the buses that are already plying in the region. So let's go through the video. These are the buses that are already plying in China. We already have 30,000 plus buses across the whole of China that is running. These buses not only run in China, but spread across in Taiwan, Hong Kong, China, Macau, now expanding into other regions outside China. From a manufacturing standpoint, as I told you, this is bus body manufacturing also. So we've got various designs and molds that can adapt to the requirements of the local market. We also do large-scale municipality trucks, which is into all type of sanitization, cleaning of the roads, and all other requirements for the state and the governments in different countries. One of the largest business at the moment for us is also the tour operators, which is a double deck, because that operate from Macau, in Taiwan, in Hong Kong. Nevertheless, being the largest battery manufacturer for LTO in the world, energy storage solution is also one of the largest from China. We've been awarded all the best certifications in quality, safety, and durability from all the top quality standard houses in China, Hong Kong, and also in Taiwan. Now, where has that journey started with Emirates Global Motor Electric? It started 2 years back. I would like to once again invite Mr. Mohammed Al Fahim to share that story with us, and also why it was Emirates Global Motor Electric in this region.
Thank you, Abi. So a small insight on the Al Fahim Group. Al Fahim Group is one of the largest. Al Fahim Group represents 61 years of progress, innovation, and due diligence. We are a leading sustainable group of companies providing prosperity for future generations across multiple industries. With growing businesses in the automotive, industrial, real estate, travel, and hospitality sectors, Al Fahim Group uses our pioneering spirit and talented experts to constantly deliver sustainable growth through superior customer service, quality, and commitment. In Al Fahim, our family is the heart of what we do. The group is proud to be continuously acknowledged by our stakeholders through multiple awards, reinsisting the solidarity and persistence of the family to contribute to the development of the company and Abu Dhabi's community as a whole. Whether with Mercedes-Benz and automotive, Avani chain of hotels and hospitality, and now Yinglong with the world's fastest charging and safest LTO buses in the UAE, we stand with those who share our vision of the future to develop and advance in every field. By collaborating with Yinglong, we support the UAE's commitment to reduce carbon emissions by 25% by 2030 through the UAE's smart mobility strategy. Change is the only constant, and to adapt to a greener tomorrow, we introduced for the first time in the UAE the Dolphin bus. Apart from its luxurious interior, it's the fastest and safest LTO bus with under 20 minutes charging time at 260 kilowatts power. We thank our partners on this momentous occasion, and we look forward to more promising endeavors to put our country and region at the forefront of international technological advancement. Thank you very much. Over to you, Abi.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mohammed. Thank you. Once again, it is our honor to partner with you, and looking forward to the journey together. Let us go through the presentation. What has UAE committed, and how is Emirates Global Motor Electric Company in line with the vision of UAE? We're looking at the aspects of safety, sustainability, efficiency, reliability, and a seamless operation for the consumer. During the last announcement, which was done during the Smart Mobility campaign, it was committed that the carbon emissions be dropped by 25%. This is in line with the Emirates Global Motor Electric vision. We are happy to contribute towards this. Questions on this will be addressed towards the end on the Q&A panel. Here, I would like to bring in Mr. Bilal also together with me on this presentation, because this journey would have not been possible without him, which started in 2019 when his first visit was to the factory by himself. Mr. Bilal.
We would like to welcome our esteemed press and media teams joining us today. We would like to welcome everybody from Dubai, China team of Yinglong. Yes, the journey took some time, but it was a very well-prepared journey. We all understood and know the importance of LTO technology in the public transport sector because of safety and fast charging, which gives us an edge in transportation of people inside the city. And that's why we partnered with Yinglong, the biggest manufacturer of such technology. This is in line with the vision of 2030 of UAE, going green and sustainable. And we as Al Fahim Group, as a big supplier to public transportation, we opted to start first, and that's why we started testing these buses first in the UAE, where we wanted to understand and to confirm that these buses will be capable to perform in our harsh weather. And luckily enough, our tests and the tests of the operators yielded very good results for these buses. And we're proud to say that this bus now is 100% capable to run in our public transport fleets, which will see a different big change from now on, because we believe the future is going to be for electric buses in the sector of public transport and for hydrogen fuel cells when it comes to city-to-city transportation. We want to thank Yinglong for such a partnership, and we continue to work together in providing safe, quick charging, and long-lasting means of transportation for the cities of the UAE. Thank you again, and I hope that you enjoy the presentation going forward.
Thank you, Bilal. Thank you so much. Again, what was some of the most important factors of the testing? So instead of me explaining all that to you, I have a short video which will show you on all the testing aspects that are very important from a public safety standpoint. So let's look at the different types of testing that has been done on the battery. The first and foremost, how secure is the product? How strong is the product? As you see, this LTO battery is actually being cut. Again, this battery is being cut. Please note, there is no fire, there is no smoke. And when that, what you see in the center is to just let you know there is still power in spite of having the battery cut. There is no cutoff, there is no power failure in spite of that. Next, the drill test. Same, no fire, no explosion. This was physically witnessed by the Emirates Global Motor team in China during their visit. The next is the penetration or the puncture test. Next is the immersion into salt water, the drop test, no leakage, no fire, no explosion. From a temperature withstand, yes, very, very important. Performance, the battery can perform even at 130 degrees. Now, this is very important. I have paused the video here just for everybody to know. So what is happening here is, from a safety standpoint, it is very important to see, in case if there is a fire, after how long will this battery explode? It's very important. I repeat again, in case there is a fire already in any of the buses or the trucks or any of the applications, after how long will this battery explode? On a regular battery, the time frame is between 3 to 4 minutes. Let's look at this performance of the LTO battery. So as you see in the video, he is immersing it into kerosene. He is going to light it up. So what you see is the fire. It is a kerosene burning, but the battery has not blown up yet. The battery only blows up after 48 minutes. The most important thing for a public transport requirement. Next is the temperature. It can operate at -50, where we don't have those conditions here, but very important to know, at -50, and at operating temperature outside at +60. Everybody's question, how fast can a cell charge? We can have a full cell charged in 6 minutes. Service life, how long? What's the durability of the product? It is based on the discharge and the recharge of the battery. So we are committing to 25 years and above. In the calculation, as you see here, it is tested up to 30 years. Let's move on to the presentation now. So what are we launching in UAE? What are we bringing in here? I'm sure you heard that also in Mr. Mohammed's speech. Yes, we are bringing in the Dolphin series, which is ready now, which is available in Abu Dhabi. Definitely the PR team, along with the Emirates Global Motor Electric Company, will be happy to host each one of you for a tour. We got to respect the local protocols that we have, but this can be definitely arranged with the team. But this bus is currently available in Abu Dhabi. It's been there for the last 2 years. The rigorous test has been completed. Specifications of the product: it's a 45-seater, total with the standing capacity of 85 passengers. It's a 12-meter bus. It ranges on an average of 100 kilometers. The charge time tested is under 20 minutes at 360 kilowatt charge per hour. And the air conditioner here is the T3, which is the requirements for the Middle East. What were the tests completed? Over 80 plus tests over the last 5 months. 5 different routes were tested. The temperatures that were tested was between 31 to 52 degrees. We had gradient slope tests completed, and also the air conditioning testing was completed. I'm happy to say we've completed all this test. As Mr. Bilal also mentioned, that we wanted to complete all this and then have this announcement done. Okay, I'm happy to also say last week we completed our distribution signing ceremony with the Al Fahim. I'm very happy to say that the team is so committed and we are looking forward to launch this across UAE. What are we bringing as Inglong? We are bringing the fleet. We will have all types of electric vehicles available in buses. We will also expand this into trucks, and we are also happy to tell you that we are future ready. We are also developed the hydrogen fuel cell bus. It is completely tested already in China. We've already finished it. We straddle both lithium battery and hydrogen fuel cell technology, which are the only proven technologies available today. We are happy to offer both of these technologies to the UAE market. For all questions on this technology, definitely we will be happy to address this towards the end with all the Q&A. But I think this is the future. We are ready. This statement is very important that we bring it out to UAE, especially to stand out in today's requirement. Some of the key applications that we also look forward to in this part of the world is airport solutions. This is a video just for you to see that these buses, as you see, are already applying in Beijing International Airport. We were happy to be selected in both in the buses and also in the posters. These are used for both passenger and also for staff. Final synopsis, just to give you a snapshot on what we discussed. A, what are we announcing today? Safest and tested LTO battery for public transport. The fastest lithium charging battery that we have. We can do it from 10 minutes to up to 20 minutes of the charging time. Shelf life of 25 to 30 years. Operating temperature from -40 to +60. Committed towards zero carbon emission, and definitely we're looking at a low operating and maintenance cost. That brings an end to my presentation. From here on, the questions and answers will be supported by Noor on this call. It will be taken by, from the Emirates Global Motor Company, Motor Electric will be Mr. Bilal, who will be addressing all questions related to the distribution in UAE, the strategy in UAE on how to take it forward. And from Inglong Energy Middle East, Mr. Satish Dulipati, who will be the strategy head for the region, and senior engineer, Mr. George Korean, who will head any product and technical questions. Thank you so much. Handing it over to you, Ms. Noor.
Thank you, Abi. Very insightful presentation. And as Mr. Abi said, now you can submit all your questions. سادة الحضور الصحفيين إذا عندكم أي سؤال بليز حطوه بالQ&A box تحت حتلاقوه تحت. ونبدأ أول شيء. Let's start with the question received from Mr. Saleh Jafar from the Elements Business Media. The question is to you, Bilal. So the question is, what is your plan to roll out the electric buses in UAE? Any timeline, number of buses, or any firm orders?
Well, thank you for the question. As you know, this particular product is a B2B product, and it is most of the transport in the UAE is done by a government or semi-government entities. We are in close contact, and we can hear that in their budgets, they're changing the way of purchasing buses. We can confirm that most of public transport entities are really looking into replacing their existing fleet with electrical vehicles. You can see that very soon we will have some orders from one of the transport or public transport entities, or even one of the main airports of the UAE. We currently finished all the testing. Everything passed. We're just waiting now for some technicalities to be done on the infrastructure side, which will give the assurance to these public transport companies to proceed further. We have some good solutions with big companies on chargers like ABB, and all of this has been tested. So we're ready for the next order, as they say, and hopefully it will come soon.
Thank you. Another question for you, Bilal, again. What is the feasibility of such an investment from Al Fahim? What's the return of investment of this project? And also, if there is any government support in terms of the investment?
Well, for the time being, yes, it's an investment. We've been investing heavily during the last 2 years, testing and equipment and chargers and all of that. But it's a learning curve. Al Fahim was always a pioneer when it comes to bringing new technology. So we're not bashful about that investment, knowing that this is where the future is going. We definitely rely on the government help later on when they see these buses and the benefits that they go with. We're in very close collaboration with all government entities. Yes, the investment is heavily, but we expect a good return when we see more buses going in the street, more infrastructure being implemented and deployed, and see, like you said, when the government sees the benefit of such buses, especially in the cities, inside the cities where they are needed more, and we hope that this will be subsidized in a way with the government.
Thank you, Mr. Bilal. My next question that we received is for Mr. Satish. We would like to know what about the distribution of other markets such in GCC or MENA region? So what's the plan for that one? Mr. Satish, you are on mute.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. As far as the in-long strategy has been, our core strategy has been to first establish a beachhead. And outside of China, this is one of the major markets that we have looked at. And we have just established a beachhead in UAE. This as a gateway for the GCC and African region. And as everybody knows, UAE has a long-standing reputation for embracing the new and latest technologies, as also they have a stringent testing parameters. We focus intently on testing the bus in UAE, since we believed that the successful testing of our bus in UAE would help us to gain an insight into the region's requirements. So the success in UAE, we believe, would automatically give us the marketing and techno-commercial leverage in GCC and Africa. And our secondary strategy has been that to work with a strong distributor with substantial experience in handling premium brands, which explains our choice of Al Fahim, combined with the successful testing during this long. And techno-commercial leverage in GCC and Africa. And our secondary strategy has been that to work with a strong distributor with substantial experience in handling premium brands, which explains our choice of Al Fahim, combined with the successful testing during this long period, including the summer months. We believe that our strategy has paid off. And with the first launch in the GCC in UAE, we are in discussions with the partners in other GCC countries, but we have kept it on hold until we complete our tasks in UAE, and we expect that to launch in the other countries within in Q2, Q3 of this year.
Thank you. Back to you, Bilal. Have Al Fahim and Emirates Global Electric secured all the proper certifications from the UAE authorities to start the rollout?
Well, there is one thing that we have to understand, that these buses are GCC specs from Yinglong itself. So they're certified by Yinglong, and they're roadworthy of UAE, and this was tested. Now, this test is specifically for operation rather than a certification. A certificate for GCC is already approved by the GCC. So the test that we did does not mean that we need to certify, rather than we need to verify the operation of electrical batteries in the harsh and hot conditions that we have. So the test that we did is not a certification test. The certification test is already done, and the certificates are already issued by the GCC. The test that we did is operational more than a certification test.
Thank you. My next question is to Mr. George. It's mainly about the batteries. So what is the range capability of a full charge for the buses? We mentioned that it could be charged within 10 to 20 minutes. So what's the capacity or the range for that one?
So, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Excellent. So with regards to what's the range on a full charge, it's an average of 100 kilometers as tested in UAE already with EGME, Alpha Inc Group. And for the charge times, 10 minutes to 20 minutes. So 20 minutes was tested here in UAE with 360 kilowatt charging. And for 10-minute charging, a higher power charge requirement is needed up to 600 kilowatts and can charge the bus in 10 minutes.
Perfect, thank you. Back to you, Bilal. وصلنا سؤال من الأستاذ رامي سميح من جريدة البيان عن حول حجم الاستثمارات في مجموعة الفهيم لهذا المشروع.
حجم الاستثمارات اللي استثمرنا فيها تقريبا أكثر من 5 مليون درهم في مرحلة التستنج، والآن الاستثمار اللي جاي للأمام هو في بناء الانفراستراكشر، نقول مشاغلنا ومكاتبنا. أهم شيء كان بالنسبة لنا بمواكبة البطاريات، الشواحن والباصات لليوي، وهذا أخذ وقت من عندنا تقريبا 2 أو 1.5 سنة، إضافة إلى موضوع جائحة كورونا أخرتنا أكيد. لكن جميع استثماراتنا كانت في جلب الآليات، جلب الشواحن، التعلم نفسنا كشركة جديدة في هذا المجال، والكل كما تعلم جديد في مجال الطاقة الكهربائية في الباصات. فكان الاستثمار جميعه في الانفراستراكشر مشان نتعلم، مشان نعمل الفحوصات. طبعا الاستثمار اللي جاي راح يكون اكثر بكثير، لانه تحتاج الى الخبرات، تحتاج الى المشاغل، تحتاج الى العدد، وبنفس الوقت تحتاج الى خلينا نقول شبكه من الشواحن تكون موجوده مع الزبون اللي راح يشتري الباصات. نعتقد انه في ال5 سنوات القادمه راح يكون في استثمار اكثر طبعا، لكن الشيء الجميل انه نرى اول باص يدخل الى الامارات ويكون بالاستخدام، نقدر نشوف الركاب بيركبوا في باص اولا امن، ثانيا الديزاين تبعه جميل جدا، وهذا شيء تستحقه الامارات وتستحقه الناس الشعب اللي في الامارات والقاطنين، ويتوائم مع الرؤيه تبعت 2030. هذا راح يكون هو اجمل عائد للاستثمار بالنسبه لنا، انه هذا القطاع ضلينا نحكي فيه فترة طويلة، بس الحمد لله الآن بلشنا نحط شيء من التحقيق إلى وهذا شيء أقنع كثير ناس بالإمارات. نعم الاستثمار راح يكون عالي، لكن العائد على المدى الطويل راح يكون كثير كويس ماديا فيما يختص بالبيئة وسلامة الركاب اللي في دولة الإمارات.
أكيد. السؤال الثاني اللي وصلنا من أستاذ رامي، هل هناك أي طلبات مسبقة على هذه الحافلات من قبل مؤسسات أو شركات داخل الدولة؟
لا يوجد أي طلب مسبق، لأنه لا يمكن أن أي شركة في الببليك ترانسبورت تقدر تطلب شيء بدون ما تجرب، وهذا مشي معنا من سنين. يعني حتى في وكالاتنا الأخرى اللي زودنا فيها آليات كان دائما لما بدك تدخل في حجم كبير بال100 و150 آلية يجب أنه يكون في تيست. الشيء الجميل أنه إحنا أول ناس فحصنا هاي التكنولوجيا، ونحن أول ناس أقنعنا القطاع خلينا نقول العام في الببليك ترانسبورتيشن اولا الكلف اللي من وراء الديزل والبنزين والصيانه العاليه، فاصبح اليوم عندهم معلومه قويه يستندوا إلها لما يقدروا يطلبوا، وعندهم كلفهم وعندهم كلف الكيلومتر قديش راح يكون كلفه الكيلو عليهم وكلف الصيانه وشو بوفروا. فبدون ما يكون عندك هاي المعلومات لا يمكن انه اي شركه تقدر تعطيك اي طلب مسبق. نتوقع بال 2021 و 2022 بلش الطلبات تيجي بناء على الفحوصات اللي اجريناها في دوله الامارات.
تمام. سؤال عندي من أستاذة آية من صحيفة الخليج، هل في تمت أي تعاون مع مركز النقل المتكامل في أبو ظبي؟ وكم عدد الباصات اللي حتكون متوفرة خلال العام الجاري؟
يعني التعاون مع مركز النقل هو ليس لا استطيع ان نسميه تعاون، هو شراكه كامله ما بيننا وبين القطاع، ما بين مركز النقل المتكامل لفتره طويله مع الفريق. الشراكه كانت في انه نحن مع بعض كنا اجرينا الفحوصات لم تجري من بس من طريق اميريتس جلوبال. مركز النقل مشكورا دائما بالتعاون اللي ما بيننا وبينه، سمح لنا انه نستخدم بعض من المراكز عندنا، هم استخدموا الآلية بأنفسهم وخرجنا بفحص متكامل بيننا وبينهم، أعطاهم فكرة كاملة عن الباص والLTO تكنولوجي. وهذه شراكه احنا دائما نعتز فيها، لانه بغير هيك شراكه لا يمكن نوصل لشيء يفيد المجتمع ويفيد الجميع، بانه نكون على زيرو ايميشن من هون ل 2030 اقل شيء داخل المدن. اللي مطلوب انه داخل المدن نكون زيرو ايميشن، وهذا شيء مهم بالنسبه لنا. وحتى في موضوع الفيول سيلز القادم في فحص راح يكون للهيدروجين فيول سيلز، وراح نكون سعيدين جدا بالتعاون مع مركز النقل المتكامل وقطاع النقل العام، مش بس في ابو ظبي، اكيد في كل الامارات العربيه المتحده.
أكيد. حضرتك ذكرت إنه حجم الاستثمارات إلى الآن 5 مليون، لكن السؤال المطروح هنا كم حجم الاستثمارات بشكل عام وكم متوقع ضخها في الفترة القادمة لاستكمال هذا المشروع؟
يعني لا نزال في بداية طبعا المشروع، راح يكون في لا يقل عن 20 إلى 25 مليون درهم استثمار في البنية التحتية، من مشاغل، من مقرات، من بني آدمين، من فرق عمل عندها المعلومات، عندها المعرفة. ما تنسى أنه احنا في سوق في آخر 60 سنة ركز على الوقود الأحفوري، فوجود الكفاءات من الصعب أنك تجده، وكوننا احنا أول ناس دخلنا فراح نستقطب ناس من الخارج أكيد، وهذا مكلف بعض الشيء. نتوقع في الثلاث أربع سنين اللي جايين من 20 إلى 25 مليون درهم حجم استثماراتنا في هذا القطاع.
وإمتى نتوقع نبدأ نشوف الحافلات في شوارع الدولة؟
يا ريت، إنه هذا السؤال جميل جدا ولا أستطيع أن أجيب على نيابة عن قطاع النقل العام. قطاع النقل العام متحمس جدا. قيادتنا أطال الله في عمرها وأعطت دائما الأولوية لهذا المشروع، وأعتقد أنه هم في سعيدين بوجود باص مثل الينغ لونغ يلبي الطموح. فأعتقد إذا مش شفنا شيء بال 2021 أعتقد في 2022 راح نبلش نستخدم هذه الباصات في شوارع الإمارات العربية المتحدة.
أشكرك أستاذ بلال. Mr. Muhammad, a question directed to you. So is Emirates Global Motor Electric looking for any technologies that has zero emissions technologies such as the methanol and hydrogen?